Oh, there's a foreign girl in our school. Who is she?
Don't you know? Let me do an interview with her. Hi, Vera. I'm Anson from Enjoy. Would you mind having an interview with Home Theory?
Yeah, sure.
Hi, Vera. It is my pleasure to interview you. Could you tell us more about yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm Veera and I come from Finland and I am 17 years old. I come from a city called Oulu and it's the biggest city in Finland. It has about 200,000 inhabitants. And in my family in Finland I have mom, Pirre, dad, Jari, and two brothers, Perttu and Jukka. Then I also have a dog called Santtu. And on my free time in Finland, I usually hang out with my friends and we just do normal stuff like go to someone's house and watch movies or in the summer we really like to go to beaches. And my hobbies are dancing, which is like 4 years now, and it's mostly like street styles, hip hop and house and that kind of things.
Why did you come to Hong Kong?
My first choice was to come somewhere in Asia, and as I looked through the countries and places, Hong Kong seemed just like the most interesting place to come because I'm also interested in Chinese culture, but in Hong Kong you could also like see the Western influence. So for me it was like a interesting city with like many contrasts, and I really was interested in that. And and also when I talked with my parents, they also thought that Hong Kong would be like a safe big city where to come, so I think that's why I came here.
So, how's your life in Hong Kong?
It is very good actually. Like I was really lucky to have a good and supportive host family who I'm really close with, and they always help me if I have some problems. And also school, although it's very different from Finnish school, like it's much more strict, but I feel like I have learned many things and like new skills here definitely. And also, the food here in Hong Kong, I really like the food, like dim sum and char siu fan and all these foods, they're so good, and I don't know how we'll be able to like survive with Finnish food after this. And and I've met so many good like friends here, and I really enjoy like going out with them to different places like Mongkok or Tsim Sha Tsui, and also mostly those places.
Can you tell us more about the education system in Finland?
Yeah, sure. Education in Finland is totally free. From kindergarten to college, you don't have to pay anything. And also, we get a free meal every day. We don't have to pay for anything. And so that makes that we have like equal opportunity for everybody to have a quality education, no matter like how rich or poor the family is. And about homework, like in here you get a lot of homework which you always need to do everything, and it takes a lot of time. But in Finland, in primary school and middle school, the teachers make sure that we don't have too much homework so that we have time for our own hobbies and meeting friends, because they think that's important part of our growing up. But in high school we get a lot of homework which takes a long time to do, but nobody checks if we actually do them, so I only do what I think is important for me. And in Finland all teachers are highly educated, and it's actually a really respected profession. And one thing which is weird for me here in Hong Kong, that we always need to call teacher Miss or Mister, but in Finland we just call them casually by their first name, or maybe we make some own nicknames for them. Like it's a really casual and friendly relationship.
Can you tell us how to celebrate Christmas in Finland?
Yeah, in Finland we celebrate the Christmas on 24th of December. That is the day when like Santa Claus comes, and that. So every day I could say that in every family the day begins with a bowl of rice porridge, which we eat with cinnamon and sugar. And in the porridge there is an almond, which is like a peanut. And the one who gets the almond will get luck for the rest of the year. And after we eat porridge, we usually decorate the Christmas tree, but some families decorate it earlier, but this is like my family tradition. And after decorating the Christmas tree, we just watch like Christmas programs and eat a lot of good food, like different kind of bakings. There's this joulutorttu, which is like shaped in like a star, and it has some plum jam, and it's really good. And also pipari, which is gingerbread. So that is a really traditional for our Christmas. And then in the evening, when the Santa Claus comes and brings gifts, although I'm too old for that now, but always when I was a kid, a Santa Claus brought all the gifts.
Yeah.
And then we share them with each other. And Christmas is important to Finnish people because that's like when the family comes together, and really it's about like the joyful like happiness of giving and receiving, and really having like a peaceful time. Like during those Christmas days, nobody goes out to like see friends, or I never go out with friends during Christmas. So it was really different Christmas this year for me, definitely.
Finland is such a great place. Can you tell us more about Finland?
For food in Finland, I would say that there's one traditional food called leipäjuusto, which basically means bread cheese, and it is like a round cheese thing which is made in the oven, and it's like squeaky, it makes like a sound when you eat, and you eat with cloudberry jam, which is berry somewhere in the forest. And other food is a candy actually, it's called salmiakki, which is salt licorice, and it's like a tiny black candy, and all the Finnish people love it, but in here I've noticed but nobody actually likes it. Like everybody who I give it to, they just spit it away, but it is really good, you should try it. And other Finnish food is mämmi. It's something I don't even know the translation to it, I have no idea, but it's something we eat during Easter. It's like almost like dark brown porridge, but I don't know how to explain. It's made from rye and it's like sweet, you eat it with milk and sugar. It's really good. And one is called Karjalan piirakka, and it's Karjalan pie, which is like a bread which has rice porridge. And you usually eat it with eggs, and it's really good. And about Finland, maybe places. One place where I really like recommend to go is in Lapland. There you can see like northern lights and go visit Santa Claus village, of course, and really the nature there is really spacious and beautiful hills, and maybe you can see reindeers walking freely. Like it's really a place worth visiting, I think, especially in the winter time. Another place I'd say is eastern Finland. It's like more water than land. Like there's so many lakes and it's really beautiful, like forests. So that is said to be like the national view of Finland. So that's really a place where you should go. And of course our capital city, Helsinki. That is it's not a million city. I think it has about 500,000 people only, but it's the biggest city in Finland, and it's really a great place to go to. And maybe about Finnish people, I don't think many people know much about us. So, of course, we're just normal people, and everybody is like their own kind of people. But in Finland, many people like think that we're maybe a bit quiet or shy. We're not really shy, but maybe people think like that. And also, we're maybe often thought to be a bit cold or rude, but that is just how we are, and it's not really true. Like after you get to know us, we're more like welcoming and warm people. And there's this one kind of funny saying in Finland, which is not of course completely true. It's not like everybody's like this, but if a stranger talks to you on a bus, he's either crazy, drunk, or a foreigner. So of course, this is not completely true, but I guess it says something about our culture.
We have learned a lot about you and your country. Thank you.
You're welcome.